See, this woman is on the train. She's carrying her baby on the train, okay? And this guy sits down next to her on the train and sits down next to her, looks at the baby, starts cracking up. So she says, "What's the matter?" He's just giggling and laughing. He says, that's the funniest looking baby I've ever seen in my life. So she calls the conductor over. She says, "This man is annoying me." So she says, "Hey, get out of here. Go sit someplace else." "I'm sorry, ma'am. Can I help you out? Like, can I get a banana for your monkey?"
Lyrics of rock songs have been misinterpreted throughout the years to an almost hilarious degree. For example, some of the most famous misinterpreted lyrics of classic rock songs are "Excuse me while I kiss this guy," Jimi Hendrix, which of course is "Excuse me while I kiss the sky" from Purple Haze. Deep Purple's "Smoke on the Water" sometimes was misinterpreted as "Smoke on the Water, the fire engine guy," which is of course "Smoke on the Water, the fire in the sky." One of my favorites, I think is probably the most hilarious, is Manfred Mann's Earth Band's song "Blinded by the Light" is misinterpreted as sounding like they're saying "revved up like a douche, another runner in the night," when it's "revved up like a deuce." I'm not exactly sure how that makes more sense, but okay. I myself had my own personal misinterpreted lyrics. Everybody does. Scorpions had a hit song in 1984 called "Rock You Like a Hurricane," and because my name is Ryan, I always thought they were saying "Hey Ryan," not "Here I am." So "Hey Ryan, rock you like a hurricane." Pretty ridiculous, but when you're a 8-year-old kid, they could be talking to me. They could be singling me out, wanting to rock with just me. Song lyrics are sometimes completely misunderstood, and the subject or theme of the song, what it really is about, is completely misinterpreted and missed on the audience. Good example of that is a lot of weddings. People still use "Every Step You Take" by the Police as a romantic song in sort of a positive light, when in actuality it's not a very happy romantic song at all. It's a song about a guy stalking a woman who is not feeling the same way he is, a woman that doesn't share the same passion and feelings that this person feels for her. This person's advances are unwanted, and people use this song as a romantic tune. Or people think a song has obscene lyrics, like the Kingsmen, "Louie Louie," actually recorded by Richard Berry in 1957 before the Kingsmen made it famous. The song was rumored that the lyrics were intentionally slurred by the Kingsmen to cover up the alleged fact that the lyrics were laced with profanity and graphically depicting sex between the sailor and his lady. Crumpled pieces of paper professing to be the real lyrics to "Louie Louie" circulated among teens, but this was all bullshit. The song was banned on many radio stations and in many places in the United States, including Indiana, where it was personally prohibited by Governor Matthew Welsh. For naught, because the lyrics to the song are not obscene in any way, and you can clearly tell that by going back and listening to the original recording of it by Richard Berry from 1957. Which brings us to tonight's topic, which is a look at lyrics in our classic rock case study for tonight. Def Leppard's song "Rocket." What is it about? What does it mean? And is it nonsense? Are they nonsense lyrics that just sound good? Is it just the cadence and the style in which Joe Elliott, the lead singer of Def Leppard, says those lyrics that makes it sound good and coherent? Or is there actually a theme or a topic to the song "Rocket"? So let's take a closer look and listen to the lyrics of "Rocket." Well, I guess we can safely say that the song is definitely about something. Now, with the help of actually seeing the video, which I don't have, so I wasn't able to upload that and use it in this case study. But if you see the video does show on some TV screens around the room where the band is rocking out some of these artists that they're referring to when they just talk about their songs or their characters. As you can see from the text that I put up, every phrase that Joe Elliott says, almost every phrase that Joe Elliott says, is a reference to a glam rock group or 70s European rock group. Even groups like T-Rex and Sweet and Slade are shown in the video but not mentioned in the song. But of course in the song mentioned are Queen, the Beatles, Elton John. David Bowie is mentioned 3 times in the song, and basically it's just a tribute to the 70s and the music that they grew up on. There's also in the video clips of soccer sports stars that apparently they looked up to, Def Leppard, as kids growing up, and it's basically just an homage to the 70s and glam rock and the glam rock movement that happened in the 70s over in Europe, in the UK. So yes, Rocket is about something. It's about rock groups in the 70s mixed in with the space program that was going on, exploration in space and all that kind of imagery that was popular in the 70s as well. So that's our case study for this week, and it's Rocket by Def Leppard. Check out the entire album, Hysteria, if you haven't heard it. It is having its 31st, I guess, anniversary here in '88, although the record was so popular that they toured for Hysteria up through '89. So yes, it's a Def Leppard classic rock case study. And now back to the rest of SUPERKNOT.
Oh, who goes there?
Santa Claus.
Ah, there ain't no Santa Claus.
Oh, yes, there is, and we got a present for you.
You have?
Right
Where?
there. Oh.
Christmas is sort of special for everybody. And we have a very special show that I sincerely believe will heighten your Christmas.
Waste your time, cause the boy's bad news. Time, the boy's bad news. My friends are talking and they're telling you. Leave him alone, cause it's just bad news.
The Jack Bruce his harmonica, his voice, and his pounding guitar speak with one voice of unmistakable clarity and power. Subtlety and delicacy. He explains, for example, how his guitar has 4 primary controls. Controls for volume and controls for tone quality.
Those 2 are the volume. This one is for that pickup, and that one is for that pickup. And this is the tone for that pickup, and this is the tone for that pickup. And just by, you know, turning them all off or turning them all on, you can get a completely different sound. You know, you just get... Get it very, very thin, like this. It's what you play when you've done that makes a difference, you know, because you can play...
What do you mean by that?
Well, you know, just the amount of pressure you put on with the flat pick, you know, because you can hit the strings very hard or hit them very soft, you know, or just touch them at any volume. You see? Now I can play that at the same volume, but softer.
The sound that's characteristic of electric guitars is the wow-wow effect that you make with the pedal.
I have to kick this to start it.
Could you play some and explain how it's done?
As I rock the pedal, you can hear it through the amplifier. As I rock the pedal, it takes bass off and puts treble on, you see, like that. So in actual fact, your volume isn't going down very much, but the tone is going wow, wow, like that.
Another characteristic of your particular playing is a kind of whining noise, usually described as woman tone.
Yeah, let me turn this thing off.
Can you tell us what that is?
The woman tone is produced by using either the bass pickup or the lead pickup, but with all the bass off. And in fact, if you use both pickups, you should take all the bass off on the tone control. That is to turn it down to 1 or 0, you know, on the tone control, and then turn the volume full up, you know. And it's supposed to sound like this. The kind of blues I play I started playing was one of accompaniment, you know, of lead accompaniment. So that is quite difficult, you know. There are basic things that you'd have to learn about that style itself, which is the finger vibrato that you have to use, which is like that, you know, which is very important.
Could you just do that again?
Yeah. You see, that itself is very difficult, can take you a long, long time to play and get that perfected.
When you're improvising, do you use stock phrases as the raw material? And if so, can you share some?
Yeah, there are phrases that I always play, that are stock phrases that I work from, you know, which are just like... all these runs, you know, are put together from old phrases that I first started on, like... And now they're just all kind of messed up with other things which I learned like that, you know, which is... If a guy likes playing football, then that's what he'll use to get all of his kind of basic kind of angry bits out of him, you know, that you build up through any day. You know, you can just, like, someone will toot the horn in the car behind you and you'll get angry and you'll have no release for it, you know. Well, that happens to everybody, but you know, like, I've got the advantage of being able to sort of play that out on the guitar by being sort of fairly aggressive in the way I play, not the way I use it. Well, that can be done too, you know, with people like The Who.
Can you show us?
And Pete Townsend. What do you mean, you want me to break the guitar up?
Well, no, not quite. Just an example of aggression in your music.
Yeah, right.
You said no strings could secure you at the station. Platform tickets, restless diesel, goodbye windows. I walked into such a sad time at the station. And I walked out, felt lonely, just beginning. And I waited for you when the trains come by. I'll lie with you, never shadow run from them. At the party, she was kindness in the hard crowd. Consolation for the old, now forgotten. Yellow tigers crouched in the jungle in the dark night. Starlight smiles on you, peeping back at him. And I wait in this place with the lonely crowd. Lie in the dark where the
MC Chris.
It's the final countdown!
Grow some tits and I'll sign them. Oh! The Dice Man! Your tits are huge, I'm kidding. Actually, let me sign your shit. Everybody give her the finger while we do this. It's all for you, Wait till you see what I do to her later. Okay, I'm really gonna miss you. This song's called Tractor Beat. It's another hip-hop lie because it's about my very, fruitive fucking sex life. But the reality is, my sex life is basically chafing my dick with hotel hand towels.
I'm like Kenny Rogers in six-pack. Girls won't get my dick back. All the sex effects, but syntax. The pistol I packs and pack makes you gasp in fact. So sit back, relax, while I grind the sax on your Brazilian wax without finishing fast. Got fast with a slash underneath your cinnamon ass. About 10 minutes to last. Pull it out and pass gas. Name is MC Chris, kinda cute, kinda crass. Ladies run me sending pics where they're scantily clad. Send them back, then invite them to come crash in my pad. They're like, OMG, run one out, that'd be so rad. We make the beats with two backs until we both get with flat.
Let's turn this place into 8 Mile. Lose yourself in the music.
Get with the program, strip to the slow jam, slip on a Trojan, kissing the toes and move to the knees, go back, repeat. The job ain't done till you ruin the sheets. My name is MC, and your name is a creep because you creep into my bed about every week. Attract the beam on my bag, got you acting the freak.
Word.
I should be flirting with virgins instead of jerking my gherkin. I should be working the circuit. I serve them for certain. With little aversion, they all open their curtains. Mini me starts emerging to be rid of his burden. Did I fail to mention all the ladies say word? Got a penny collection like a Japanese perv. They're prepared to purr and to serve the curves. I skip the main course and prefer the hors d'oeuvres. I like songs, like grannies, like any old panties hanging on the lampshade as I tap on her backspace. I like bows, like lace, like sucking her face. I like fucking her waist. I make a bucket of paste. So when her eyes roll back, it means her memories erased. Slow-mo, tiptoe my ass out of her place and quickly run to the clinic. A Q-tip in my dick. I wait 2 very long weeks to know if these nuts need a medic. So come on. Get with the program, strip to the slow jam, slip on a Trojan, kissing the toes and move to the knees, go back, repeat. The job ain't done till you ruin the sheets. My name is MC, and your name is a creep because you creep into my bed about every week. Attract the beam on my bag, got you acting the freak.
Okay, I want everybody in the room, when I say go, to do the robot. You ready? Do the robot! I never said go.
Get with the program, strip to the slow jam, slip on a Trojan, kissing the toes and move to the knees, go back, repeat. The job ain't done till you ruin the sheets. My name is MC, and your name is a creep because you creep into my bed about every week. Attract the beam on my bag, got you acting the freak.
Good night, Sir Walter Raleigh.
Tired of lugging the whole family down to the rodeo? Tired of the hot and smelly atmosphere at the rodeo? Want to ride a mechanical bull without running into those drunk rednecks you encounter at the country bar? Well, come on out to Andy and Virgil's House of Fun and try this here McCheerable Bull. Yeah, the McCheerable Bull. It's a safe and easy way to get the feeling like you're riding a real bull. Ain't that right, Virgil?
Not really.
Oh, come on, yeah, it is.
It's more like riding an office chair.
Ah, don't be silly, boy. It's like a full-on rodeo ride. Yeehaw! You need directions? Right here, show them the map.
Man.
Take the I-13 and remember to make a left out of the inflatable Alamo, all right? We got free ammo, live possums, hot dogs, and grapefruit juice for the kiddies. Ain't that right?
Yep, juice and possum.
We were born in a barn, so the doors are always open. What do you think of that, Virgil?
That's true.
All right, come on down today.
Andy and Virgil's House of Fun, formerly Andy and Virgil's Salvage Yard. That's 1513 Industrial Boulevard, 2 miles down from Bubby's Wild World of Air and next to the family-friendly firing range. Come in today.
The fun is waiting. The fun is waiting.
Hey, let me down. Let me down.
Slam you down. I'll slam you down.